The British Embassy in Kuwait officially inaugurated the Great British Week, a celebration of all that is British and of the historical close alliance between the UK and the State of Kuwait. The inaugural ceremony was held at the Grand Avenues in the Avenues Mall and was attended by the British Ambassador to Kuwait, His Excellency Frank Baker, and the Deputy Premier and Minister of Commerce, Abdulmohsen Al-Mudaij. Sarah Faris Globe was there with this report.
The British Embassy in the State of Kuwait hosted an inaugural ceremony to officially kickstart the activities of Great British Week that is being held under the patronage of His Highness the Emir Sheikh Sabah Al-Ahmed Al-Jaber Al-Sabah.
The concept behind this is that we, of course, enjoy a very close and historic relationship between the United Kingdom and Kuwait. And that relationship is really all about people. It's about the people-to-people relationships. And what we wanted to do was to bring to Kuwait the very best of British. So, as we call it, the Great British Week, this is what is great about Britain. This is what we do well. And we're doing lots of different events over the next 2 weeks that are going to run from fashion show tonight right through over the weekend to a concert on Sunday with a very internationally renowned British violinist, through to a celebrity chef, Gary Rhodes, who is coming out next week to cook both a tea and then a dinner at the Veranda restaurant at Harvey Nichols here in the Avenues. And then we move on to Saturday, when next Saturday we're having a classic car rally, and then on a classic British car rally, and then Sunday we are having a lecture from Andy Green, who is aiming to be the first man ever to drive a car at over 1,000 miles an hour on land, right through to the end of the week, the fortnight, which will be Sir John Major, the former Prime Minister of the United Kingdom, and who was Prime Minister during the liberation of Kuwait in February 1991, who will be delivering the first of the Dixon lectures, a series of Dixon lectures at Kuwait University. And these are a series of lectures, annual lectures, that we are kicking off in memory of Harold Dixon, who was the political agent, of course, here in Kuwait for many years, and whose name and memory is very much honoured around in Kuwait. So I encourage every Kuwaiti to come along, see what we have to offer. There are brochures about what we are doing all over the avenues, all over Kuwait, actually.
The Great British Week will run from the 20th of March to the 3rd of April and is designed to emphasize the strong and deep-rooted relationship between the United Kingdom and Kuwait while exhibiting the best of Britain's traditions and innovations.
The Avenues usually sponsor for a British Week and other countries' week, and this is a British Week, and usually they promote certain British brand and British events, and we support that strongly.
We're working in a number of ways with the Embassy and other British partners on this 2 weeks of events, really. We started off a few days ago, actually, where we brought a group called the Urban Playground, which is a very well-known group of performance parkour artists. And they spent a week in Kuwait working with young Kuwaiti break dancers and theatre people to do some performance parkour events, which we did last weekend. We've got a street artist coming out to Marina Mall on Saturday who's going to be spending 5 hours doing a long big mural. That's in the area of culture. Then we've got an organisation which we work with for young Kuwaiti entrepreneurs. And we're bringing out a speaker called Rekha Mayer, who's a leading British entrepreneur, who's going to be talking about her experiences setting up companies in the UK to sort of share that with a Kuwaiti audience. Then we've got people going into about 20 schools doing reading activities for kids to try to encourage kids to read in English and develop their English skills in that way. And finally, we've got an event with Kuwait University and 3 British universities about the environment and about renewable energy, which is obviously something of interest for both countries.
The Embassy is also collaborating with the British Council, Beit Lothan, Loyac and British schools, among others, to host a range of exciting activities throughout the 2 weeks, including a cricket match, a children's book event and a British Kuwaiti stamp exhibition. Every year, the British Embassy celebrates the deep and historic relationship with Kuwait in the most exciting and innovative ways. And this year, Great British Week has kicked off, showcasing all the best aspects of Britain, from culture and education to sports, food and fashion. From the Avenues Mall, this is Sarah Glubb reporting for English News.